All right. Let's see here. Looks like everything's good. Everything's looking good. Okay. Um, and we are live. Okay. No one's in the stream yet. Hopefully, some people will show up. But this isn't just fully a live stream. This is. Did it just now start live stream? Okay, so this intro might be a little wonky. Usually is because right now I just said just went live, so maybe that whole early stuff wasn't the actual live stream. Nobody's in yet, so I will mostly just be talking, and a lot of this is stuff that you can go back, watch it, and just kind of go over it, because mostly it's also announcements. But instead of just recording a video, I decided to do it as a live stream. So basically just talking about Blue Diamond production. So obviously it has been a lot of radio silence recently from Blue Diamond, and for that I do apologize. There wasn't a whole lot said. I think the last video was in like September, and then I posted up a photo of a potential project in November, and then after that everything just went, and here we are now in April of 2024, and there hasn't really been anything said. So I just kind of wanted to address that, and as the title of this live stream suggests, there's been a lot that's gone on. That's just gone on with this stuff with the projects, and just it hasn't been great. So how do I word this? I am literally doing this off the cuff. There is no scripting with this whatsoever. This is literally just me talking about it. I've been meaning to do this live stream now for the past couple weeks. Basically, best way I could say it is phase 3 of Blue Diamond was rough, but not in the way that we've been saying it was rough. Like I have said, before, it's rough. It's rough. We haven't been able to film the way we wanted to. We haven't been able to do the productions to the level that we wanted to, and that isn't entirely accurate. It's actually been a lot of it's been me. I have been struggling with mental health issues pretty much the entire time. Around the time phase 3 started, yeah. I mean, I had my ups and downs early on during phase 1 and stuff, but during phase 2, a lot of things cleared up and a lot of things were better. But I was not doing well, and it was continuing to get worse and worse, and I had to step back and take a moment and center myself and really get some help. Not going to go into details. A lot of it is personal, private stuff, but I do want to address it with filmmaking in general. A lot of us, we make these films. We make them. We enjoy making them. We really do. It can take a toll, which is why I wanted to bring this up. Just to all my other fellow filmmakers out there who are still doing this on YouTube. Take care of yourselves. Like seriously. I mean, it's nice when we're able to punch out like 5 films in a year or something like that. 2011 was a great year for Blue Diamond. That was all of those years ago. When we punched out like 4 films in a season of a show. What was it? 3 films. It was a lot in one year. But it was just it, it took a lot to keep making the films and keep doing the things I was doing, and then a lot happened around the time Phase 3 started. A lot of changes in my life were happening at that time, and a lot of things, discoveries, learning things, going through new processes, just new phase of life, and it hit hard. And I just struggled. I smiled my way through it. I kind of, oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I wasn't. I was not okay, and I did not tell anyone that I was what I was going through at all. And I think that unfortunately biggest fault. Like, I will say, all my filmmaker friends, I apologize. I have not watched any of your films in like a long time. I would just sit around doing nothing in just complete depressed, horrible time management, doing nothing. I mean, people kept asking me, when's your next film? When's your next film? And just wasn't working on any scripts. Wasn't doing anything. Wasn't even doing the other things like playing video games, reading, that sort of thing. Was doing nothing. I was really just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Either just going to work, doing work, or just sitting around just doing absolutely nothing, just wasting time, just scrolling on my phone, that sort of thing. So this isn't going to be much of a live stream. I mean, no one's even here. So a lot of you are just going to be watching this post the thing. So it will be probably pretty short since I won't have any chats to respond to. And yeah, so Blue Diamond Phase 4. I want to make Phase 4 good. And they've even had some debate on maybe changing up what the phases are. And I might actually say that Polovich technically is part of the Phase 3, and that whatever we do now is really Phase 4. That might end up being what I say. I don't know. I mean, the phases are not really that important. They're more just timeline-wise looking at things. Because technically speaking, you could even say Phase 1 was just Priceable to Revenge, and Phase 2 was the start of Lost Scene through, honestly, to the Survivor Wars end. And then Phase 3 was when I started doing the class projects. And honestly, I actually started with the filming of Martial Law 3, but of course that didn't get released until later. So there's a little bit of jumbling of the Blue Diamond timeline. But that's not really important. What's important is just I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to get Blue Diamonds to come back. Like I said, I haven't filmed anything since the Project Polybius teaser announcement trailer. It was the last time I filmed anything. I took a production type photo to try to maybe finish out the Survivor War's End. I don't know if that will actually even happen now. Like, we'd written the script for the Legends, but started recording our lines. And then that's been that. I have not updated any stuff with the Legends. The Star Wars of the Jedi. Star Wars of the Jedi's channel. I haven't really gotten on that. It was just a downward spiral from 2000, honestly 2017, really, like mid 2017. I'd say it was when things really started to kind of fall apart for me. So all the stuff that happens pretty much after Drive U came out. Um, so first film that came out at that time, I mean, I did the retrospective series right around the time that started was when things started just kind of going just downwards and that's what I'm just saying, like, guys, we love doing this, but you gotta please take care of yourselves too. Please watch out for yourselves, check in with your friends. You know, it's very easy to let this just slip out of control. And I just want to let you all know what happened. And um, yeah, sorry, it's hard to talk about this sometimes. But things are looking better. I finally got my files all organized on the computer. Like, that was a complete disaster when it takes you 4 hours to organize your emails. It's when you know you've let things fall out of control for a long time. Files were out of place. But I'm really gonna work hard to try to get things back in move. Sorry about the beeping noises. And yeah. Want to get things back under, so we're going to be working hard this next couple months trying to get some of the films, at least some of the scripts worked on. I need to revise a few scripts and stuff because we do want to get those films out. Legends, getting my lines recorded, that sort of thing. Pretty important to do. And then, at that point, it's going to be scripts. I think to get my, I have not edited much of the last little bit. I think a project, and we'll probably have an announcement trailer at some point here soon. I think to get my editing juices flowing, basically, I'm going to be doing a remaster of Reflection of the Soul. I actually just pulled out all the raw files and put them on my hard drive so I could start working on that and putting them into Premiere and really trying to upgrade that film so it looks a lot better. So I can, make it the best fan film it could be. Because I'd love to do remasters of both Solitaire and Revenge. That will be a lot harder because I will have to get those files, and those raw files, unless I can either get that hard drive fixed, which I have no idea if I can do that, or I'm going to have to find a way to get all the footage off those tapes, and that could be a challenge because those were filmed on DV tapes. So it's so those will both be very costly to try to remaster. Plus, there's some files that were recorded on Sean's camera for Shadow Revenge that would be challenging to get all the footage from those. So, there's a lot of logistics for Price of Legend Shadow Revenge game remasters. But Reflection of the Soul, on the other hand, I have all the stuff, so I can literally go through it and fix it up, make it look nice, redo the sound effects, clear up the picture, do color grading, and that sort of thing to make it look a lot better. And I think that's going to be a project we're going to do. Like I said, I'm also going to be working on some scripts, trying to do that. I'm going to try to catch up on a lot of people's films, trying to watch those. Hopefully we can get a project going. I mean, any project going this year. we can get one film made this year, that would make me really happy, very happy. And yeah, did get some new costumes. We had a costume shop here that was going out of business, so it was liquidating all their stuff. So bought a bunch of nice things. So we got some cool costumes now. All in that closet there. That's where all our film stuff is. So this is the new Buddha Productions office, basically. So those are the good updates. That's the good stuff. And then of course the Legends. I want to make that key this year. Legends comes out this year. No matter what, that's key. But right now, I think that's really where my focus is going to be, is really just restructuring Blue Diamond. So restructure Blue Diamond, remaster Reflection of the Soul, make one film, and work on the Legends. Those are my 4 goals, and 5. Work on scripts of other projects. So 5 goals. I think that's a pretty reasonable task to do, because things are a lot better. I had to pull myself out of some dark corners. And yeah, I just wanted to reiterate, I think it's very important that everyone just keep an eye on each other, keep an eye on your people when you're making these films. Make sure it's still a fun experience and that you're not pushing yourself super hard, because it's so easy to just fall to just complete what I basically went through, what phase 3 was. Phase 3 was, I mean, we got some good projects out of it, but honestly, a lot of it was, I mean, The Lost Scene 5 was about the biggest thing that came out of it, because The Lost Scene 4 was half filmed with a class project, so, and a bunch of the footage was, there wasn't a whole lot of new footage filmed, about half the film. Martial Laws had already been filmed long before that. In fact, Martial Law 1 was, Insurrection was filmed the very tail end of phase 1 of Blue Diamond. It was filmed right after Reflection of the Soul was filmed, to give you an idea, timeline-wise. And Martial Law Reconciliation, the 3rd film, was filmed right after The Lost Scene, The Survivor, War's End, was filmed, which was filmed actually 10 years ago, around this time. This August will start 10 years since Martial Law Reconciliation was filmed, which is wild to think about. But I really want phase 4 to be a new beginning for Blue Diamond, a healthier place. I really want our films to be fun again, for everyone to be bringing something to the table, for it to really be a collaborative effort, and just making sure everyone on sets are good, everyone's on the same page, production values going up. We've got even some film makeup stuff that we can introduce, so we might actually be able to do some like battle damage and stuff during films, which is great. But I really want to elevate Blue Diamond up further, and I think to do that, I had to take a break. I had to work on everything on here and outside in my life first, and then come back and start doing Blue Diamond. So hopefully we'll be giving regular updates. You'll see like an announcement thing for the Reflection of the Soul thing. Gonna get in contact with my people with the Legends and stuff, and get that on the roll, because we've got the script on. Like, we were starting to record lines. I was starting to record lines, but I think that was really right at my breaking point, where I was like really low. So I gotta redo all my lines and stuff, because it wasn't great, and my scripts were just falling completely apart. But Just take care of yourselves out there. Take care of your crew. Make sure you're checking in with other filmmakers. Just make sure you're doing well. I think I've kind of lost touch with in touch with a lot of people I just don't talk to anymore. And it's like I realized I was just completely isolating myself. My world was becoming just me and my life. Like that was it. That was the whole world. And I was like, that's not where it's literally just my entire world, you know. And I wasn't even doing like video games or anything. It took me a while just to get back into that and reading and stuff. So it took some work. But I just wanted to say all this and just be honest for you all. Of course, since this live stream was very quiet, I just figured there's just an easier way to record it, and you guys can just watch it back and hopefully leave some comments. I can respond to those. Um, After you've watched this video, just leave us comments. We can talk. If you've got me on social media, you can chat with me there too. I'm willing to talk a little bit about it, and I can talk maybe a little more in depth privately, more than I do on video about things. But I just wanted to okay, this is it. This is where we're at. This is what's happened. This is what we want phase 4 to look like. We're going to just take it nice and slow and just kind of ease our way into it. And then hopefully 2025, further down, we're able to do more. But for right now, this is it. This is Diamond as it stands. We've got this project. We've got a plan. I'm hopeful for it. So, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say since nobody actually showed up in the live stream. There's no comments. There's no chat to respond to. So, like I said, please write some stuff in the comments. Like I said, this was kind of all over the place because I was just kind of doing this off the cuff. Well, actually, one other thing to bring up. Star Wars Jedi is going to happen. I'm about to make a new channel intro video. Probably also be doing a channel intro for Blue Diamond as well here soon. We've got some new tools and stuff to work on that. And I am now actually working on my first full video for Star Wars Jedi. So definitely check that out when it comes available. And honestly, my other YouTube channel, editing Sith Lord, is pretty much just stands as a monument of old days of YouTube. It was mostly a channel, trailer, fan trailer channel, but really standing for like the old school days. Well, it was me and a lot of other guys that were doing it that really kind of went out of style, honestly, 10 years ago. So that channel really hasn't done a whole lot in the last 10 years. I keep it standing, and maybe once in a blue moon might come a video on that channel, but honestly, that channel's kind of just sitting there. I mean, great videos, good to go back and rewatch, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot from that channel anymore. But those are the 3 main ones there for us. So wanted to mention that before signing off here. And yeah, looks like it's gonna be about 25-minute stream. Not a whole long one, but yeah. So that's what happened. That's where we're at. I am feeling a lot better, I will say. And I figured once I had gotten to this point, I could finally explain it all to you and just kind of be like, okay, this is what happened, this is where we're at, and this is where we're going. So hopefully phase 4 will be a lot better than phase 3 was, for not just quality of films, but the quality of our mental health. For me, not just me, but the whole anyone who films with us, because yeah, it was a thing. So Yeah, other than that, just yeah, I can't really think of anything else really, since we didn't have a check going. So normally I would have been like, responding to that, but doesn't doesn't always happen that way. But it's still easier than pulling out the camera, setting up the camera, editing it, doing all that. Sometimes it's just easier just to pull the live stream and just be like, go live. They can rewatch it later, go back, and just see what this was all about. But I figured 6 months of radio silence was long enough. You need to kind of be like, hey, this is what happened. Especially the early part of this year was just really rough. But I think we finally pulled out. Finally pulled it out, and last month-ish I've been a lot better, about a month. So I think I finally got to a point where I'm like, okay, we can get Put Down Productions back on a roll. So now I see a couple people have shown up after I'm at the end. So if you have any comments, I'll give you a second to write anything out before I hop on out of this. Maybe at some point I'll do a video showing off some of the film equipment and new costumes and stuff we've got. So I might do something like that at some point, just to kind of be like, hey, this is where we're at in terms of what we've got. Like I said, we got a bunch of film makeup kit stuff that we got that at the costume shop as well. And then I picked up some costumes. We got them like Civil War uniforms, Star Trek, actually. Some Star Trek ones, some Army ones, military uniforms. So hopefully we'll be able to do a lot of good stuff with that, and hopefully up our production quality in this phase up to the next level. But yeah, other than that, I think that about does it. So look after yourselves out there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding and for your patience with us. And just like I said, just leave a comment below. And I will see you all next time. Until then, this is Tom Smith of Blue Down Productions, signing out.